Hi guys.
Got
Hi guys.
another
Hi guys.
video. I got
This
another
one
video.
Hi guys. Yes, you know exactly what I was about to say, but didn't say because you already know what I was going to say. So I don't need to say it. So I'm not going to say it. That there's a... Nope, didn't say it. All right. This one's called God's Abundance. Boy, oh boy, do I really need it. Right now, more than ever. Okay, so 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 42 through 44. And I noticed immediately I thought of, something in the New Testament. Okay, but we'll get there. So what happens? There's first fruits. There's 20 loaves of barley bread, right? And newly ripened grain. I'm not going to read all of it. You can check it out, but I'll just give you the highlights. So there was 100 men. The guy's like, how am I going to feed 100 men? All I got is 20 loaves of barley, first fruits. Sounds familiar, right? Elisha says, go feed them, right? They all ate, all 100 men, and had some left over, according to the word of God. Now I'm immediately in my head, now this is Old Testament, right? This is Old Testament Elisha, a prophet, right? Did this. What other prophet did this? Matthew chapter 14, verse 17 through 19. And Mark 6, chapter 6, verse 38 through 44. Wait a minute, 44 again? Wow, 2 Kings 4, 44? Right. Okay, John chapter 6, verse 9 through 13. Luke chapter 9, verse 13 through 16. Okay? What happened in all those verses, all those chapters, right? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all four Gospels talk about 5 loaves, 2 fish. 5,000 people ate from 5 loaves, 2 fish. 52? Or is it 25? Okay. But think about that. That Jesus said, go feed them. He goes, what? I've only got 5 loaves and 2 fish. Here's the kid. It's got this much, right? Out of God's abundance. YESHUA blessed the food and then take the baskets. He broke the fish and the bread, put it in the baskets. Go ahead, take out and feed everybody. How much did they collect afterwards? 12 baskets of leftovers. Not only feeding 5,000 people, they had leftovers. What happened back in 2 Kings? Fed 100 people, 100 men, with 20 loaves, right? And they had some left over. Not only did God's abundance provide for everyone, there was an overflowing of it. Extra. Okay. So not only you guys get to eat now, there's more, right? So, was that the only 2 times? No. Okay, Matthew chapter 15, verse 33 through 36. 7 loaves and a few fish, right? Now a few, there's 1. There's a few, which is 2 or 3, right? And usually anything more than that is not considered a few. Few is very little number, right? So 7 loaves of bread and a few fish fed 4,000 people. And how much did they have left over? 7 baskets. So not only was 4,000 people fed, they had 7 baskets left over. More than enough It was overflowing abundance. Okay? So we have an Old Testament prophet doing this, and then Yeshua doing this with the apostles. How many apostles were there? 12, right? How many baskets did they collect up? 12. Yeah. So, was there any other part in the word? Yeah. There was, oh, I don't know, Moses in the desert, and Israel's like, we're starving. Quail showed up. Manna from heaven, right? But everybody had to collect their own, enough for just that day, right? And they collected twice for the Sabbath. But think about it. Everybody has to collect their own bread daily, right? And the meat, the quail. So there's an analogy there that you have to seek the Lord personally, on your own, to seek. He is the bread of life. He is the light of the world. So let's go to 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 1 through 7. And I know the last few videos I've been just kind of rocket firing it out there, but I'm trying to keep them short and a lot of info, So there was a certain woman, and it says, hey, the creditors are coming to take my 2 sons as slaves. And Elisha said to her, what shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in your house? And he said, I have nothing but a jar of oil. 1 jar of oil. That's all I have. So what did he say? He says, go, borrow vessels from everywhere, from your neighbors, all around, collect as many vessels as you can, right? And I'm sure all these neighbors are like, empty vessel? Yeah, I got an empty jar here, take it. Oh, you want to borrow an empty jar? Okay, fine, here you go, right? So she has all these empty vessels, right? Jars, probably jars made of clay, and went into her house, and he told her, take them into your house, shut the door behind you. The ark, way, God shut the door, right? And then pour into all those vessels and set aside the full ones. So she did that. She goes, okay, I'm going to go inside. I shut the door. She prepared all the vessels, and she poured it out. And it came to pass, when all the vessels were full, she said to her son, bring me another vessel, right? And he says, there is no other one. And then the oil ceased, right? So imagine how many neighbors she got, how many vessels, who knows, 10, 20, she only had 1. Would it be surprising me if she ended up with 8 empty vessels and 1 full one? Or 7 empty vessels, like the menorah, 3 on one side, 3 on the other, and 1 in the middle, right? And that 1 in the middle fed all the other 6. That's the menorah. What was that from? Oh, Purim. Okay, you can look that up. Pretty sure it's Purim. Anyways, if I'm wrong, hey, So then she came and told the man of God, this is Elijah, this is Elisha, sorry. And he says, go sell the oil and pay all your debt, and you and your sons may live on the rest. So not only was there enough oil to pay off the debt to her creditors, but enough for her to live on. Now, how long did she live on it? For the rest of her life? Probably. That's a lot of oil, which means it was very expensive, right? And this is out of abundance. It's just like that one candle, it's in the middle, ended up lighting all the other candles on the menorah and lit it for 8 days, even though there was enough oil just for 1 day. See, God does miracles. God has abundance. And he pours it out. Not just like, hey, God, I need help. He goes, okay. His storehouses in heaven are full, right? All kinds of blessings. I said in the last video, test me, the tithing thing, and I'll pour out the blessings, out of my storehouse, down from heaven. So Can he? Yes. Will he? According to his will, right? Now, some people will say, oh, I need a house, I need a car, I need all these things on the earth just for covetousness, spoiled. You know, it's like, how much do you really need? This woman, her husband had died, and she's like, I have no way to pay these creditors. And God had mercy on her. You know, these 100 men were hungry, and 20 loaves fed them. The people that all followed Jesus, YESHUA, right? They were hungry. He says, go spread out on the grass and we'll figure this out, right? And he did it twice. Once to 5,000, once to 4,000. You know? He had mercy on the people because the number was great. Those are pretty big miracles. Feeding 9,000 people with, you know, 5 loaves and 7 loaves, 13 loaves of bread and a few fish. Yeah. But he also says, hey, you don't receive because you don't ask. And should we ask for everything? According to his will, right? Not everything, not every request or prayer will be answered. Immediately? No. Right away? Probably not. May it take some time? Then you learn patience. Okay. Does he give you like everything you want? Well, you'll be spoiled and then you'll forget about him, right? Does he give you what you need? Yes. Did he give you what you want? Sometimes. You know, there's many Old Testament men. Abraham was wealthy. Solomon, very wealthy, right? They also had the right heart to use what was given to them to help others. It's key, right? Are you asking for yourself out of selfishness? Or are you asking, bless me so I can be used to bless others? There's a mindset there, okay? Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. But first, YESHUA is the way. He is the truth. He is the life. No one comes to the Father except by him, and no other name under heaven is given by which a man may be saved. So we can only be saved by the name of YESHUA because he shed his blood on the cross, 3 days in the grave, and then rose again. Then he was there. 500 people witnessed him, right? He appeared to the apostles, and Thomas didn't believe. Here's the hole in my hand. Here's the spear side. Go ahead, feel it, right? And he said, blessed are those that believe without seeing versus those that have to see, then they'll believe. Okay? Then he was taken up, like I said in the last video. And he's coming back down, right? He promised. He's going to make a place for us. Is it going to be awesome, cool place to be? You betcha. Would I like everyone that sees this video go? Yeah. Are there people that don't see this video that I want them to go? Yeah. Am I praying for my enemies? Yeah. You know, that they'll have a change of heart and that things will turn around for them. You know. So love you guys. See you in the next video.